1800 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Farzana Khan. First, the headlines. China says it views its relations with Pakistan from a strategic and long-term perspective and considers it a priority in its neighborhood diplomacy. National Assembly was informed today that power generation capacity is sufficient in the country to meet the demand. Minister for Energy inaugurated the installation of advanced metering infrastructure project which will help resolve commercial losses of electricity. Air Chief has lauded the performance of PAF in an air show in Bahrain. At the United Nations, Pakistan abstained from voting on a General Assembly resolution expressing deep concern over volatility in Afghanistan. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred one more Kashmiri youth in Shopaiya today. And now the news in detail. China says it views its relations with Pakistan from a strategic and long-term perspective and consider it as a priority in its neighborhood diplomacy. In an article published in a local newspaper, the Chinese ambassador to Pakistan, Non Rong, said Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif's recent visit to China denotes uniqueness of Sino-Pak relations as he was the first head of government to visit Beijing after the 20th CPC National Congress. Non Rong said the 20th CPC National Congress took place at a critical time as China embarked on a new journey to build into a modern socialist country in all respects and advance towards the second centenary goal. He said President Xi told Shehbaz Sharif that China will continue its fundamental policy of opening up and providing new opportunities to Pakistan and rest of the world through continuous development. The Chinese envoy also referred to Shehbaz Sharif's talks with Premier Li Keqiang and Chairman Li Jiansu of the Standing Committee of National People's Congress. He said during the visit the two sides signed or concluded a number of agreements and MOUs in different areas. The National Assembly was informed today that power generation capacity is sufficient to meet the demand of the country. In a written reply to the House, the Power Division said the government attaches highest priority to avoid load shedding. It said the government has prioritized utilization of local fuel-based plants to reduce power shortfall. In another written reply, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs informed that our missions abroad remain continuously engaged with local governments to facilitate and assist overseas Pakistanis, including those who are illegally living in various countries. The House will now again meet on Monday at 5 p.m. Minister for Energy Khurram Tasgir formally inaugurated the installation of advanced metering infrastructure project in Islamabad today. Addressing the inaugural ceremony, he said these modern electricity meters will be installed in all high-loss feeders, which will help to resolve commercial losses of electricity. The minister said he has issued instructions to the distribution companies for resolving energy-related issues on a priority basis. He said the installation of advanced meters in Islamabad is a trial run and the cost of this complete project is $170 million. The first phase of this project will cost $95 million. He said initially we have decided to enforce this metering facility in Rawalpindi Cantonment Circle and Rawalpindi City Circle. He said all kind of meters in these circles will be replaced. Minister for Climate Change Sherry Rahman says Pakistan has gone through a traumatic and devastating flood affecting over 33 million people. She was speaking at an event regarding disaster risk reduction and sustainable cities for improved livelihoods at the Water Pavilion at the COP27 in Sharm el-Sheikh. Sherry Rahman said almost one-third of Pakistan was inundated and the loss and damage combined amounted to $30 billion. Senior Hussain Judge of Islamabad High Court, Justice Amir Farooq, has taken oath as Chief Justice of Islamabad High Court. President Dr. Arif Alvi administered oath to him in Islamabad today. Justice Amir Farooq became the new Chief Justice of Islamabad High Court after elevation of Justice Athar Minullah to the Supreme Court of Pakistan. Meanwhile, Justice Athar Minullah, Justice Syed Hassan Azhar Rizvi, and Justice Shahid Waheed took oath as judges of the Supreme Court of Pakistan. Chief Justice of Pakistan, Justice Umar Ata Bandial, administered oath to them. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. Chief of Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa visited Multan today. Interacting with strike formation's troops on the occasion, the Army Chief commended their extraordinary professional competence and devotion to duty in the service of motherland. Early on arrival, the Army Chief was received by Commander Southern Command Lieutenant General Akhtar Nawaz Satti. President Dr. Arif Alvi awarded certificates to the successful participants of 24th National Security Workshop in a ceremony held at National Defence University, Islamabad today. According to ISPR, the 4-week-long workshop was attended by senators, members of national and provincial assemblies, bureaucrats, ambassadors, senior officers from the armed forces, as well as representatives from civil society. The aim of the workshop was to comprehend the security environment and develop greater understanding of the different dimensions of national security and challenges faced by Pakistan. Speaking on the occasion, the President congratulated the participants of the workshop on successful completion of the workshop on comprehensive national security. He commended the role of National Defence University in conducting the national security workshops for the benefit of such a wide range of leadership in the country. Air Chief Marshal Zahir Ahmad Babar Sidhu witnessed the opening ceremony of Bahrain Air Show. According to PAF spokesperson, Pride of Pakistan JF-17 Thunder aircraft also took part in the air show. The indigenously manufactured JF-17 fighter jet displayed alongside other aircraft and defense equipment at the event and remained the star attraction of the show. While interaction with Pakistan Air Force contingent, the Air Chief lauded PAF personnel's performance in the air show. At the United Nations, Pakistan abstained from voting on a General Assembly resolution expressing deep concern over the volatility in Afghanistan since the 2021 takeover of Taliban. The 193-member Assembly passed the resolution by a vote of 116 in favor, none against, and 10 abstentions. Besides Pakistan, China, Russia, Belarus, Burundi, North Korea, Ethiopia, Guinea, Nicaragua, and Zimbabwe were the other which abstained. Explaining his position on the resolution, Pakistan's Deputy Permanent Representative to the United Nations, Amir Khan, said the resolution was unbalanced and in several respects unrealistic. He said it neither acknowledged the de facto new government in Kabul nor delineated any process to promote normalization in Afghanistan through a process of engagement with the de facto government. The Pakistani envoy said there was also no commitment in the resolution to unfreeze Afghanistan's natural reserves and to help Afghanistan in economic recovery beyond humanitarian assistance. Indian troops, in their fresh act of state terrorism, martyred one more Kashmiri youth in Shopaiya district of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir today. According to Kashmir Media Service, the troops continued their violent military operations in different areas of Shopaiya, Kupwara, Baramulla, Bandipora, Islamabad, Pulwama, Poonch, and Rajouri districts. The troops subjected the residents, including women and children, to harassment and vandalized the household goods during these operations. Russia has withdrawn all troops from Kherson city in southern Ukraine. The Russian Defense Ministry said in a statement that it finished pulling out its troops from the western bank of the Dnieper River in Ukraine's southern Kherson region. And finally, the weather report. Mainly dry weather is likely to prevail in most parts of the country, while cold in northern areas during the next 12 hours. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News.